At Next-Generation Roundup for Youth, we're all about providing career-centric opportunities for youth throughout Northwest and North Central Kansas. Young AmeriTowne of Kansas is one great example.
This video is for you to explore all the different curriculum aspects of Young AmeriTowne of Kansas, located here in Lenora, Kansas, in the former Lenora High School building. This video is for you to explore at your own pace.
The Young AmeriTowne curriculum is designed by the Young American Center for Financial Education in Denver and is geared towards the 5th and 6th grades, but is highly adaptable for 7th, 8th, and other grades. Aligned to Common Core standards, this 4 to 6 week program centers around the basics of a free enterprise system. Areas of concentration include basic economics, banking, money management, government, communications, philanthropy, and business employment and entrepreneurship. At the conclusion of the classroom experience, your school will complete the semester by bringing your students to Young AmeriTowne of Kansas for a day at town. The day at town is approximately 4 hours and 30 minutes. Arrival time is 9:15 for parent volunteers and 9:45 for students. Departure is 2 p.m. Participants supply their own transportation and bring a sack lunch and a bottle of water. Students are fully engaged throughout the day with only a brief pause for lunch at noon, and even that is a working lunch.
One of our mottos at Next Generation is from a classroom to a career. And here at Young AmeriTowne, the students do just that. They're able to run their own mini community made up of 10 shops where the students become managers, accountants, and stellar employees. They run the shops, so they're learning what it's like to experience real-world jobs. In just a short amount of time, they can take all they've learned in the classroom and transfer that knowledge into a hands-on environment, immediately putting the processes and concepts to work. And the beauty of it is, it sticks. You can ask them years down the road, and students will tell you that coming to Young AmeriTowne of Kansas was the best field trip that they ever had. It really, truly prepared them to go from the classroom to a career.
Teachers come to Young AmeriTowne of Kansas at the beginning of the semester, where they will receive a comprehensive orientation of the curriculum, tour town, and leave equipped with all the tools necessary for their students to have a successful classroom and day at town experience.
Students are in for a real treat. Here at Young AmeriTowne, the students will take all the lessons and experiences that they learned in the classroom and apply them during their day in town. Students will experience skill development in basic banking processes, learn about competition, supply and demand, how to write checks, fill out deposit slips, and make deposits to the bank. They will learn about debit cards and will use them in town. They'll learn about basic government processes, run a campaign for mayor or judge, and vote in a primary and general election. They'll learn specific workplace roles, fill out job applications, and interview for specific positions in town. They'll conduct staff meetings and receive training for their job. Once they arrive in town, they are now citizens of Young AmeriTowne of Kansas, and it's their town for the day. They run the shops, and we are just there to answer questions and provide guidance. It's their town.
Volunteers are a vital part of your day at town experience. We ask that each school brings one parent or community volunteer for each shop. Their role is to assist the students with questions and provide guidance.
The Young AmeriTowne of Kansas program benefits our local communities by emphasizing to students the importance of buying local, remaining local, and donating to local nonprofit organizations. It also contributes to a feeling of community pride. Community leaders are a great resource as interviewers during the job preparation portion of the curriculum or as volunteers on your day at town. Their involvement encourages networking among students and community members at an early age, setting them up for potential future opportunities for internships, part-time jobs, and full-time careers.
Welcome to Town Hall. This is where the action begins. As students arrive, we direct them into Town Hall, where they're going to receive instruction for the day and a recap of some of the classroom principles they've learned back at school. In Town Hall, we conduct opening ceremonies where the judge and mayor are sworn into office, and the mayor gives an address and conducts a ribbon-cutting ceremony to officially open town for the day. This is the only day we will ask the students to spend all their paycheck in one day. Students are learning the importance of supporting their local community. We ask them specifically what could happen to their community if they don't spend their money in a shop. Their goals are to keep accurate checking account records and for their businesses to be able to earn income, to pay back a business loan plus interest, and make a profit. Within Town Hall, we have the mayor and judge. Both are elected officials. Students hold campaigns and both a primary and general election for these positions. Town Hall also houses the police department and postal service. Citizens who disobey town laws may be given a citation by an officer and pay a fine before the judge. Postal carriers sell stamps and postcards and deliver mail throughout town. In the center of Town Hall, students gather for a working lunch and watch interviews conducted and recorded by the TV station. At the conclusion of the day, we all return to Town Hall again for closing activities, a recap of important points learned, and the presentation of awards.
The bank looks and feels like a real bank. Tellers assist with deposits and cash withdrawals. Computer operators enter transactions in the AmeriTowne banking system, a system that is specifically built for young AmeriTowne of Kansas, and it's an intranet system that keeps track of all business accounts and individual student accounts. At the end of the day, we print out a bank statement for each business and each student, and the teachers take those home and use it as another learning experience for the students. They use it and analyze it to see how well their business performed and how accurate they were with their personal banking records. Another way we provide a real-world experience to the students here at AmeriTowne is with our online kiosk. They can get online and check their bank account, and they can order things online.
Everyone loves a tasty snack. As you can imagine, the snack shop is very popular and extremely busy. Snack shop employees sell drinks, chips, and freshly baked chocolate chip cookies. The manager works with his or her employees to determine starting prices. As demand for an item changes, the shop workers determine whether to raise or lower prices, putting the concepts of supply and demand into practice. The shop's accountants keep accurate records of deposits and make multiple trips to the bank throughout the day to deposit checks and cash received through sales. They also monitor debit card transactions. The container shop is great for those students who like to build things, really hands-on. Here, assemblers build birdhouses that will be given away as gifts at the end of the day and assemble briefcases for sale in town.
The sign and print shop is a full-on creativity zone where students make signs for all the other 10 shops in the economy. Graphic designers use great computer templates already created for them. After printing the signs, designers add color and other final touches, then deliver them to each respective shop. They also sell things like Young AmeriTowne pencils and magic disappearing ink.
Prior to coming to Young AmeriTowne of Kansas, students have had an opportunity to learn about renewable and non-renewable resources in their classroom. At Town, they get to put that into practice by making service calls by our technicians. Here at Young AmeriTowne, our energy resources field technicians provide service and repair services to each of the shops. The techs put on their uniform vest, grab their work zone cones, and take their toolbox and supplies from shop to shop. They change out light bulbs, replace old light switches, check security alarms, and more. Sales associates sell and engrave dog tags and sell tool keychains to help the shop make a profit.
Superstation YATV is a great place for outgoing and active students. Reporters produce business commercials during the morning and then newscasts and weather reports in the afternoon. All students enjoy watching their commercials on the big screen TV in Town Hall during lunch. Photojournalists use an iPad to capture interviews on camera and edit them before viewing. This is the AmeriTowne newspaper office. Here, reporters gather stories from around town. Typists enter the stories into newspaper templates in the computer. Our staff prints off the final copy during lunch. In the afternoon, newspaper staff sells the newspaper hot off the press. What a great souvenir! The Medical Center is another interactive and engaging place. Here, you'll find medical technicians and doctors uniform up and are ready to take patients. A medical technician will pull a symptom card that directs them to pick up a patient at one of the shops. They drive the ambulance safely down Kansas Avenue and transport the patient back to the medical center for treatment. The patient must remember to bring along their checkbook because they will be required to make a $2 copayment. The doctor sees the patient and provides a diagnosis. They might come in with a headache and leave in a boot. Many of our small rural communities have volunteer fire departments. So do we. at Young AmeriTowne of Kansas. At some time during the day, we sound an alarm and one volunteer from each of the town's shops hurries down to the fire department, puts on their gear, and searches for the fire somewhere down Kansas Avenue. As soon as the students return from finding the flame, they take off their uniform and head right back to work. While on the department, students learn a lot about community involvement, volunteering, and safety.
Station YATK is a live radio station here at Young AmeriTowne, complete with DJs who play music, take song requests, and play business ads. This is a great shop for those outgoing students who have a strong voice, good sense of humor, and vast knowledge of music. Schools can bring their own playlists or use ours.
One of the things that makes our small communities work is donations to charitable activities and organizations. At AmeriTowne, part of the curriculum includes a philanthropy piece where students learn about what it takes to practice philanthropy, and they have an opportunity to donate to 4 local charities during the day as an individual and as a business group. The thing that's really neat about it is there are local philanthropists that will match their donations 10 cents to the dollar and make it a real experience for the kids. We really appreciate that.
Schools may participate in either the fall or spring semesters. Tuition is based on a per-student cost with 20% down and the balance due 30 days following your scheduled town date. A minimum of 25 students is required for the AmeriTowne economy to run. Smaller schools may be combined to meet that requirement. The maximum number of students is 70. When you're ready to enroll, please give us a call so we can discuss your class size and get you scheduled.